Greetings, kitties! Welcome back to Keepers of the Crypt, our Tales from the Crypt podcast that delves deep into the dungeon of delightful horrors that Tales from the Crypt always had in store for us. We are ecstatic that the show has finally found a streaming home at Shudder. We are thrilled to be rewatching these, re-falling in love with them. A hopefully new generation of people will find Tales from the Crypt and be as influenced by it as we were. Now, before we start a little business, people, please go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Misfit Parade, where you can find this podcast, some of our short films, other cool stuff we're doing, including our sister podcast, the Messed Up Movies Podcast. If you love Tales from the Crypt, there's no way you don't love the kind of movies we talk about on the Messed Up Movies Podcast. You can find that on our YouTube channel. Again, subscribe at Misfit Parade. You can also find that on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you find pods. Ratings, reviews, sharing with a friend, all those little things mean so much to podcasters like us. We thank you in advance. Today we find ourselves, Season 4, Episode 11 of Tales from the Crypt, Split Personality. So, I'm going to say this episode I would call Welcome to the Talent Bonanza. So we've got written by Fred Decker.
Awesome.
Directed by Joel Silver.
Joel Silver.
Right? Fred Decker, you guys will know of Monster Squad fame, right? Famous writer. He's written a lot of great stuff, right?
Joel
Silver directing. We've got Joe Pesci and Burt Young.
Yep.
This is quite a fucking cadre of talent that we have at the core of this.
I didn't realize until I looked. Yeah, because honestly, I don't really. I just didn't. I looked it up before, and I was like, "Oh, Joel Silver, mega movie producer and mild sex offender. Very cool. Like this is good.
Ooh.
This should be good," he said.
Directing a show about, at best, a sex pest.
Yeah.
I think this is almost, I mean, this isn't quite a Revenge of the Nerds, but this still feels like a sex crime.
I'll be honest with you, every time Joe Pesci is the star of something, like this kind of thing particularly, you're like, how's he getting, like, when it comes with, like, him and a woman in a movie together, like, how's he getting away with this? What's the deal? What's going on here? Like, this is like
scene early on.
This is the same thing. This is the same thing with, like, My Cousin Vinny, which is fucking wonderful, but you're like, Marissa Tomei won an Oscar because she's like, you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to act like I'm sexually attracted to Joe Pesci.
After we do our opening, which we'll get back to, there's a part where Pesci's just in bed, and he's in, like, those weird boxers, hairy body guy, and this girl's just like, did I come here to fuck or listen to you, bitch, or whatever? And he just goes, I pay you!
Hey, I pays you.
To be whatever!
Hey, I pays you.
Yeah, and he just, like, screams at her, right? I pay you to be whatever! And I was just like, the quick trigger violence to women,
dude,
that these Italian actors are forced to just play over and over again. They remind me, there's a certain look of like some white actors where you're just like, racism will be your niche for character acting. And you're like, that's unfortunate, right? Like, you just have that face that screams, this guy will yell the N-word on set.
This guy's a hard R. I'm just going to say it. He's a hard R person.
On set. But, like, they saw something in you where they're like, that's the guy. That's the one, right?
It'll be the one.
Yeah. That's tough, right? The Italians are really, like, forced to be in that, like, hey, he might haul off and hit women.
I think what's kind of fascinating about Joe Pesci, though, like, especially when he's not doing, like, when he's not doing a Scorsese joint, when he's doing stuff like this where he's, like, not a wise guy, but a wise guy, it's like they take
he's still streetwise in this.
Yeah. They take, like, the collective voice of every single person at the Jersey Shore and stick it in his mouth. And that accent that comes out is just, like, it sounds
We'll talk about Joe Pesci's voice.
It sounds like his joie d'oeuvre with, like, a mouthful of marbles. I cannot.
Yeah, it's so funny because this is kind of like low-rent, made-for-TV Casino at the start, right?
Yeah.
It's Burt Young doing this very bizarre intro where he's like, I already bought the chips, but I didn't know what they were. I placed a bet. Oh, it's $45 more than I thought. I guess maybe in the 90s that was a bigger deal.
They're $50 chips.
He's like, my kid needs help, medical help, whatever. Pesci kind of hits him with the, hey, man, I got a feeling you hit that, you'll get a 2, right? Very rare, right? That you would get 2 out of 52 cards, and this might be a multi-deck shuffle. That's not good odds, right? Or 4 out of 52. Not great odds.
How do you not smell the setup, Burt
He
Young?
makes all this money. Pesci's like, I don't want any money, man. Just I've got this long-term investment, right? You give me the money now. We'll both, like, just pure scam. But Burt Young is obviously a bit of a rube. He's great in this. Burt Young has this, like, just natural gravitas to, like, of the down-and-out man. He's so good. And so him and Pesci are doing this, like, all right, Pesci's setting him up for a score. All right, this is kind of cool, right? I'm digging it, right? It's a hustler. He's taking money. Gotcha. Then we're in the seedy motel, and he's like, you'll be whatever. And we do this weird thing where he's just like rubbing his hairy body, looking up at the ceiling, and mostly it's inner monologue, but it's bizarre, like, setup device, right? Like, why is this the thing we're doing? Rather than just telling the story. Like, why is he like, and that's when I knew I was in troubles? It's like, just show us you're in troubles. Don't do the fucking voiceover. This is a strange thing in the episode. This episode may take the literal hardest turn in Tales from the Crypt history, because we're doing a low-rent casino into an Italian guy who may beat up a prostitute, and all of a sudden he drops what may be the most important line in Tales from the Crypt history. Hey, you ever seen that movie, The Parent Trap? It used to give me bonus. And it's like, wait, what did he say?
Wait, sorry.
Hold on.
Okay, it's funny you. So there's.
Hold on, what?
This doesn't work. This twofold has a problem. Because I'm like, wait. 1 second.
Yeah, I used to watch The Parent Trap, and it always gave me a Woody.
Yeah, the two of those gave me Woodies. You're like, whoa, hang on. You're glossing
Woody
over
singular, first off. Let's not just be throwing around pluralizations. Okay. Yeah, so this
not
episode,
only that,
this is a
Haley
casino
Mills.
episode.
Haley Mills.
It then just turns into a, hey, did you ever jerk off to The Parent Trap? And my immediate and only thought for the rest of the episode is I was like, Fred Decker, sir, you're telling on yourself.
Yeah.
That's too specific. You made it too specific.
Too specific. I know things about you I didn't want to know.
Don't name the exact Disney children's movie, because now I know what you beat off to. You could have just said, you know what's better than 1? 2.
You're like, oh, okay.
Right? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That, double your luck, double your flavor, right? He's saying that earlier in the episode.
Not only
like,
are you attracted to Haley
when you
Mills,
say, I get raging erections to the Disney childhood classic, Parent Trap, now you have given up too much information. You might as well make it an OnlyFans page at this point, because we know. It's over. We know.
Not great. Not great, I'll be honest. A little uncomfortable.
But I don't know. Have you ever seen, like, this is the fastest getting off the freeway exit of all Tales from the Crypt history. Because then it turns into this weird, he finds twins who are the grown-up but kind of childlike twins of a reclusive German billionaire architect who died.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't settle for $1 billion. And, maybe just bleed the other one dry through financial chicanery, right? He's like, nope, I've got to put on a ponytail, get a leather jacket and cowboy boots, and just sing Right Said Fred and marry both of them. This starts out as a, yeah, okay, I get it. We're doing a Pesci, like, Italian riff, into literally what the fuck is happening. Every other scene, I am more and more befuddled as to what I'm watching. Also, the famous gif, look at this piece of shit, right? This is a famous meme from this show. But anyways, Alex, how were you keeping pace with the fucking tomfoolery that Joe Pesci is laying out as his master plan here?
I mean, it takes you a while to get over that Haley Mills comment, I'll be honest. And then, like...
Yeah. Just by the time you've recovered, you're like,
wait,
oh, what are we doing?
Wait, sorry, you're putting on a fake P-tail, and that's how we're going to do...
When he comes in, he's like, my cousin's not as cultured as me. He's a little more wild. And he comes in, and he's got the leather jacket and the boots and the ponytail and the earring, and he's just like, yo, what's up, you twos? He's like, he comes in all fucking spitfire.
We saw... that was the thing is, like, I saw, like, so his, like, the twin... Pesci's
twin. Yeah, because he goes... I heard you guys was radical babes, and I'm stoked. And I go, what is happening? And then every time he's getting ready,
this was another like,
I'm too sexy for my ponytail. I'm too sexy for my robe.
Okay,
like,
so if the Parent
Fred.
Trap thing was like Fred Decker telling on himself, this whole sequence was like, I can't tell which of these two guys is so weird that this is what they do on a regular basis.
Well, I think this is a classic tale of that Native American fable. There are two Joel Silvers in each of us. And the one you feed will continue to grow and overcome the other. This is the tale of two Joel Silvers, it feels like, right?
It was awkward. Like, because again, it's the 90s, so you're just I thought was more awkward is I'm like, oh, dangly earring, ponytail. I'm like, you could call this 2024.
This is like a Clark Kent level, like, really?
Really?
Fucking really, women?
Glasses?
Yeah. Hey, sorry, I got to go to South Africa for a month, and we're just going to, trade in and bangs in and out. Only to be unfoiled by one of the most bizarre fucking robe blows up on his back, and he's just got a, like, fucking white rectangle on his
You ever had a
stamp.
sunburn? How about that?
I'm just saying, you can say what you want about this episode. This shit is bizarre. It's wild. Joe Pesci is fucking hilarious, and it is memorable. And it all comes to fruition when they realize somehow they've been fooled, right? Joe Pesci doesn't hide the P-tail. He's getting out of the shower. He's got his little white tramp stamp. They tie him up, right? I gotta say, by the end of the episode, I was like, maybe I need to go rewatch The Parent Trap because I'm getting Woodies now. There might be nothing I pray for more than to just wake up bound to a bed with two fucking creepy twins at the foot of the abode there.
Dude.
That was kind of working for me. That weird, like, 90s lingerie. I was like, yes.
Well, that,
yes.
like, the lighting's cool. Like, again, like, we get into this really good horror lighting thing.
Yeah.
The thing that was very striking to me was like, damn, for the like to have them, they went right for the junk. Like, first thing they're gonna do.
Okay, so this is great because they got Pesci tied up, right? He's done his right setting. He's like, hey, yo, it was a school, no big deal. There's still one of me. Oh, it'll be fine. And you're like, okay, how are they gonna pay this off, right? So what they do is they get revenge for Pesci's other Italian thing that they love to give these actors. It's just casual ass racism, right? Mm-hmm. When he's insulting the landscape guy. Just calling him all kinds of fucking horseshit names. That guy's chainsaw now ends up in the hand of one of the two ladies. We unveil at the very last second they are suspects in their father's death, and this guy, we never could share. But they got out of it. I gotta say, I did not expect the chainsaw so fucking directly to the balls area.
Just right in there. You're like,
loved it. Fucking loving it. Great. I gotta say, the endings, I was kind of like, what are with these fucking, like, Madame Tussauds Pesci's in the bed? That's a great fucking gag. That, like, his organs remain in place and don't pour out. He's just literally a halved man. That is a wonderful gag.
It was pretty great.
This episode, again, it so fucking starts and you're like, yes, I want to see a Scorsese Tales from the Crypt. And then you go, holy shit, what are we doing? This is something, and we talked about this last episode, Maniac at Large. I think at this point you have to fucking do that. You have to floor it around the turn and risk coming off the track sometimes. This show is so fucking weird. How could it not be memorable? This has great gags. Joe Pesci's amazing. It's got kind of that chaotic, funny energy, and it pays off, man. All horror shorts, for the most part, you can tell how successful they are. Do they pay off at the end? That is a disproportionate value when you're watching a short-form horror story.
Yeah.
How does that final bit land? I think this one lands.
I think it lands great.
I have this episode. This is a top half Tales from the Crypt for me. I really enjoyed it.
I think it lands perfectly. Okay, so Crypt Keeper gets in two quips at the end here. The first one, flat, terrible. Then, again, I was like, oh, dude, that just fucking, like, shits on the episode a little bit. And then the second one, I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but the second one I was like, all right, you made up for it, thank you. But again, that's what I like about Tales from the Crypt. They give you one, maybe it doesn't work, like it's throwing shit at the wall. This is the kind of season 4 Tales from the Crypt I want, is like we said last episode, you're going to throw shit at the wall, you're going to make it work.
Yes.
Man. That is what it is.
Make it fucking crazy,
make it
right?
work.
Like, if you're going to do it at this point, we've seen a lot of these. We've seen jilted lovers everywhere. You got to give me something to remember. And Pesci and whatever the fuck he was doing in this is anything. There's no possibility that someone could watch this and just be like, forgettable. Why did I waste 25 minutes on that? This gives you total bang for your buck. I love this episode. That's it.